Hi everybody, Christine Marin here from Spiritual Parenting, week 2 of Video Mondays. This week's question is as follows. How do we discipline our children without shame being a result on their part? This worry comes up when I have to redirect behavior or say no, and I understand and agree that children need, crave, and can grow with boundaries and expectations, but I'm just so aware, probably hyper aware, of not wanting to create shame. So thank you, Mom, so much for this question. I do appreciate it very much. The first thing that I'd like to say in response to your question is that I agree with you 100% that children do need healthy and consistent boundaries, and it's okay to say no to your children, and it's certainly okay to have reasonable, age-appropriate, and child-appropriate expectations. But the truth on the other side of that coin is that even when we are engaged with our children around these kinds of things, like saying no, setting boundaries, and disciplining our children, we can't always ever know for sure how a child is going to process, respond, or internalize those moments together. And so here's what I do know, here's what I can say with confidence, and that is that when we're in those moments, as long as we are conscious and we are very, very aware and present to our facial expressions, to the tone of our voice, to the words that we are choosing to use when we're engaging with our children in those moments, I believe that as long as it's done from a place of love, and as long as it's done with, at its core, a feeling of, I just really want to help you and I'm really doing this for your highest and greatest good. And as long as it's done from that place and not a place of fear or judgment or worried or looking to make your child feel bad, then I don't think there's any danger of shame being a result of being felt in the hearts of our children after a discussion like that. So where I'm thinking the light needs to be shone, Mom, is the fact that you know and you understand and you're okay with and you accept that your children are going to need some guidance and some discipline, and you are going to have to say no, and it's okay to have expectations. But it feels to me like you are so worried in those moments that you're going to cause shame, that what your kids might pick up on, or where the waters might get a little bit muddy, is your kids might pick up on a disconnect. So that might look something like or sound something like, your children hear what you're saying, but they're feeling from you something else. And children are brilliant, brilliant readers of energy, and they're so intuitive that if you are saying no to them, but you're not really sure that you want to say no, and oh gosh, I hope by saying no I don't cause shame or make them feel bad, then that's what I think we need to take a look at. Because when you can step forth with confidence and clarity, and you know that what you're doing is for their highest and greatest good, and it's really, you've got their best intentions at heart, that's a whole different kind of energy that gets given off. So, Mom, if you're willing, and if this resonates with you, would you take a little bit of time and just sit with the idea of shame? What does it mean for you? Does the word bring up anything in your body and in your being? Are there times in your life when you look back that you realize that you felt shame? I think it's fair to say that we all have felt it. We all have shame tucked away in our being somewhere. And so I think for you, because I'm sensing that you're really so aware and you're so worried and you really don't want to pass that on to your children, that I think maybe if you're able to locate that in your body and just, scan your body for where it might be hiding. And if you can go to that place and just drop into that place in your body and be with it and see how it feels and ask the shame to reveal itself to you, maybe there'll be some emotions that will come up that will really rise up inside of you and just need to be acknowledged and let go. And maybe doing this exercise, it might take one time, it might take 3 or 4 times, I don't know, but I'm wondering if maybe you give this shame that might be inside of you some attention. It might lessen your worry about creating shame in your own children. It might create a shift in you where when that moment comes, when you need to say no, or you need to discipline, or you need to set a boundary, you can do that with confidence, and you can do that with what your mind feels and what your heart feels connected as one. So Mom, I really hope that that helps you. Thank you all so much to everybody else for listening this week and for sharing a few moments of your day with me. I appreciate it ever so much. Keep the questions coming, and until next week, everybody, be well. Bye-bye.